In the New York Evening Post on Wednesday, November 18th, 1801, there's a notice that John Waddell has taken over the store previously owned by John D. Miller, and his store is open to the public. The notice includes a list of what he's selling, and at the very bottom of the list is English and American cheese. Here the label American cheese is most likely referring to the place of origin. So American cheese is made in America, and English cheese is made in England. This doesn't tell us anything about what American cheese was like in 1801, only that it was probably a label for American-made cheese. This assumption is backed up by the British Medical Journal's mention of American cheese in May 1882. At that time, American cheese was described as made from a combination of skimmed milk and lard, or a type of beef fat called oleomargarine. This was a short-lived trend, popular at the time, where the added fat replaced the cream aggressively skimmed off to make as much butter as possible. It was short-lived because the cheese wasn't really all that nice. However, the British Medical Journal is more concerned with the thought makers of American cheese could end up adulterating their cheese with horse fat than they are with talking about the cheese itself. But they do mention that it's like Cheshire or Derbyshire cheese, which are cheeses that are similar in some ways to cheddar, the other common cheese in both America and Britain at the time. In 1889, Henry Stewart published a small book on American cheese and cheesemaking, which he opens with this evaluation of American cheese. The art of cheesemaking in America has undergone a radical change. Previous to the introduction of the factory system, American cheese was pungent in flavor and decomposed rapidly. Consequently, American cheese was not popular in foreign markets and met with very restricted sale. Since the factory system has been brought to a high condition of excellence, American cheese competes favorably, even in the English market, with the homemade cheddar, Cheshire, and other popular kinds. American Jesse Williams more or less kicked off the mass production of cheese in factories in New York State in 1851, and by the 1880s there were a lot of factories making mostly cheddar-style cheese. Stewart notes that in the 1880s, American cheese export decreased due to the adulteration of cheese by adding lard and oleomargarine, which we also saw in the British Medical Journal. The way Stewart talks about American cheese makes it seem to me like the term is still describing where the cheese is made rather than a particular style of cheese. But if it does refer to a style of cheese, it's most likely a type of cheddar, which dominated factory production at the time.